I hope you enjoyed that video describing how Spotify uses your data to be able to make recommendations for you to increase your experience in using Spotify. This practice is similar or applies in the area of marketing analytics. Marketing analytics is a great area to be able to identify things related to consumer behavior. Um, the Spotify example is a great way to look at how your behavior can be used to be able to enhance your experience and also to be able to provide a better product. Also, there's data from social media sites like Facebook and Twitter, tracking things that you like, tracking the posts that you respond to, also looking at the text by applying natural language processing and sentiment analysis to determine whether you find things favorable or unfavorable. This is an area where marketing analytics is starting to really take on. Um, Another area of marketing analytics that comes to apply, again, looking at consumer behavior, is in the areas of advertising, improving pricing strategies, forecasts, what's the best product line, and of course, the ultimate goal is to increase your loyalty to a particular brand. So healthcare analytics is another growing area, and of course, in the spring of 2020, depending when you're watching this, you might be living it right now, is dealing with the coronavirus that has spread across the whole United States. One particular area that is really interesting is the area of predictive analytics, because there's a lot of models that were created to be able to predict how that virus would spread, and if we took certain actions, how it would change those particular models. So combining what we should do, which was part of the prescription, and how the outcome would be, which would be the prediction, certain actions were able to be made by governments and also other local municipalities to be able to make decisions. But all of this is about the resources inside the hospital, also the products, the personal protective equipment that is available, what inventory is available, and so on. Another important area, of course, in the healthcare is diagnosis and treatment. So with a large amount of diagnosis of diseases and how those treatments are applied and those outcomes, then analytics can be used to be able to improve our healthcare. Supply chain is another growing area. I like supply chain a lot. If you're in a logistics supply chain major, you can see a lot of interesting things. And a supply chain is really about, a certain company is going to supply a product to, let's say, another company that is going to supply another product to another company, which then comes out to you. Now, what might happen is like company C might be something like Walmart, and they might not know the demand for the product that you're buying. Let's say it's video games or maybe some type of electronics, and so they will see some kind of demand and it will fluctuate. So that's supposed to be a sine wave, and it might not be that great. However, because of that amount of fluctuation, they have to tell Company B, who supplies them, that there's fluctuation, and Company B might start looking at the demand to be a larger amount of fluctuation. Company B then communicates that fluctuation to Company A, and then they build in some safety, and of course, then it's a larger fluctuation. So all of these combined creates what's called a bullwhip effect. Well, by using data analytics, a lot of these fluctuations can then be erased, and then no one has to worry about it anymore. So it's a fantastic area of looking at analytics, and it's quite useful. Government and nonprofits, same way, being able to drive out inefficiencies, also becoming more effective and accountable. And this is websites like data.gov helps with putting public data out there so that way these types of things can be found. Also, if you're a nonprofit agency, collecting information about donors and clients can increase some level of interaction between the two. All right, I've included a video from The Economist about how data analytics has transformed the NBA. So please take a time to watch this video. I'm going to stop this lecture right here, and we'll continue on after you get the opportunity to watch this. And it's in the playlist, so it should be the next video following this one.